How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's Hamii here, and you guys, today we're going to be taking a look at one of the hardest challenges in Call of Duty to date, but also kind of one of the easier challenges we also had to date. You guys can kind of take this challenge in multiple different ways, especially how you can go about getting it. There is certain ways that you could get it a lot easier than other ways, but I pretty much got it the hardest way. I don't know, the challenge itself is kind of complicated to explain. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, or if they don't have any idea what I recently unlocked, I'm talking about my current calling card right now. You guys can see over. You guys can see like this nice dark looking rainy calling card. That calling card right there is actually the Dark Op Master calling card that you get from completing almost all of the challenges. Now I know I say almost because for some reason for the Dark Ops challenges, to get the Master calling card you only need to complete 12 out of 13 challenges, I do believe. And take a look exactly on what these challenges are. Now if you guys go over here to multiplayer on the challenges screen and you go over to Dark Ops, this is what we're pretty much talking about. This is the section that we are getting master for, and this is this entire page right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hide the webcam real quick so I can just show you guys the medals on the right side and about what you got to do to unlock them and everything like that. Sitting over here with pretty much every single one besides just one. To achieve the Dark Ops Master calling card, you guys do not actually have to complete this entire page of challenges. You can complete just 12 out of the 13 on this page to acquire the Dark Ops Master calling card. For you guys, I pretty much did it a different way than some other people did. I know a lot of people have not went and got the very nuclear calling card, and that by itself is pretty much insane. You guys don't know what very nuclear is. You have to earn a nuke with 21 different weapons, with all the kills coming from that weapon with one single round within any game mode, any map, any gun in the game, does not matter what one. So besides, you can't use DLC weapons. That's a little disclaimer. So if anybody's trying to go for that and you're using DLC weapons, don't use them because it doesn't work. It's pretty much the hardest challenge out of all of these to get, at least when it comes to actual gameplay. I did go ahead and play mostly lower tier SBMM lobbies to go ahead and make this a little bit easier, make it a little bit less time consuming and such like that. So the nuked out is also going to be head to head with very nuclear for how hard it is to get. Now I would say nuked out would be just as hard, if not harder, with skill based matchmaking. I did go ahead and unlock this through skill based matchmaking, normal gameplay. Probably saw the video on that. That was pretty hard to unlock. It only took me about an hour and a half though, which actually caught me by surprise. But actually trying to do this by yourself without any prior knowledge of like any other sort of challenge that deals with this, just trying to go for it off the bat without even practicing or anything like that, it's definitely going to take a long time for an average player or a subpar player to even get close to this. Now there are instances where people can get lucky and achieve this, but definitely had the best of my skills at the play, and I got this relatively easy without any sort of reverse boost, any sort of bot lobby, any sort of hacked or challenge lobby. And I do know there's a lot of people that have nuked out this year because of just the pure fact of how many times there was boost lobbies and stuff like that that were happening in the game. Other than that, those are pretty much your hardest challenges right there. Very nuclear and nuked out. Now nuclear killer kind of comes hand in hand with a nuked out. If you don't have a nuclear killer or you don't have a nuked out, your best bet is just try to get a nuked out so you can get both of those calling cards at the same time. And if you do have a nuclear killer, don't really see yourself ever getting a nuke in free for all, I'd very much highly recommend that you go and try to get very nuclear, just playing lower tier SBMM lobbies of any way that you can. I wouldn't recommend reverse boosting because reverse boosting is against the terms of service for Activision. The terminology for reverse boosting is definitely thrown out there. A lot of people definitely don't reverse boost. They just session join bot accounts and bot lobbies and stuff like that, or bad players in games. It's really where the confusion gets put out there. Getting a nuked out or nuclear, you're going to get a brutal killer as well because it's 25 kills without dying, so you're 100% going to get this as well. This challenge right here, Relentless Killer, is one of the easiest ones in the game to get. You only have to get 10 of them, and there's 20 kills without dying. I mean, that does kind of sound difficult at first, but especially if you guys are playing thousands of games or hundreds of games, you could definitely will get this eventually. I mean, it just takes time. Frenzy Killer is super simple. 5 rapid kills, only one time you have to get that. Mega Kill, 6 rapid kills, real fast. Real simple to get that as well. Ultra Kill is 7, and Chain Killer is being 7+. Now, all of these challenges right here, these 4, you could literally go get those done in one single game of Nuketown Hardcore. Does not matter skill base or not. I have personally got hundreds of kill chains with the Street Sweeper inside of skill based matchmaking and non skill based matchmaking gameplays on Hardcore Nuketown. One of the easiest challenges to get, for sure. So right there you have 4 out of the way. Now we're going to take a look at these other 3 that I have, which are kind of more intricate and kind of annoying. The first one here is from the depths. Now this one is saying you have to get 25 kills against enemies that are on land or a ship's surface, or pretty much any enemy that's not on water, that is on stationary ground. You know, you're underwater, can't be on the surface of the water, you have to be under the water, and you have to kill them with either a primary or secondary weapon, and you'll get this. Now you don't have to get 25 kills in one match. This does equate for every single match. You can get a couple kills back out and go in another match and you'll get the challenge. I only had to go get a couple of them. I had already had a bunch of them done from back when I was grinding Dark Matter Ultra, so this took literally no time at all. I got it in like 10 minutes because of just how easy it was to get all the kills from before. Your best bet is to try to go and play game modes such as Assault, Hardpoint, and Domination on Combined Arms and play on Miami or Armada. Definitely the easiest maps to do that. I guess you can do it in Raid 2. I guess the back pool you can sit in that now. Take a look at Hard Wipe. Now this one could probably take a little bit of time, but probably not too much. Definitely have teammates help you out. Single-handedly, I'm eliminating an entire squad of 4 players in 30 bomb, pretty much. Don't think it has to be 4 players. I heard of somebody unlocking this by just killing 1 person in a squad. I don't know if it has to be 4 exactly, but if you have to get exactly 4, you can most likely have your teammates help you out in this circumstance. Just something that's going to take a little bit of time, not too difficult in the sense of how hard it is to get, just something that's going to take a little bit of time. For the last challenge that I went and completed was Back At You, which was really simple, something you guys probably already have and you don't even know. It's pretty much just throwing your grenade back at somebody and killing them with that grenade that they threw at you. Now this replaces the Tomahawk kill to the RCXD, which I honestly think would be harder. That challenge should be the one that actually is in Dark Ops. I don't know why they put this one in here. This is more boot camp kind of thing, especially something you should be able to get really early on in game, as soon as the game comes out and stuff like that. So perhaps up the Dark Ops calling cards, all of that, all the things that you can get for Darks. The last challenge here though, actually before I show you the Dark Ops Master calling card for completing all of these challenges, there's one more calling card that I did not go ahead and unlock, just for the fact that I don't have to, because you don't have to get all 13 of them unlocked. You only have to do 12. Last one that I do not have unlocked, something that you guys can trade off for like very nuclear or nuked out, depending on what one you want to go for. Destroying 5 enemies on boats or controlling boats from underwater. So you pretty much have to go underwater and destroy 5 enemy boats with a C4. That's how you complete this challenge, and I just did not want to do it because it would take too much time, and I figured I'd probably just get very nuclear even faster than that, just for the fact that I'm playing Nuketown only and not everything like that. So if you guys already have that or anything like that, definitely take that into account and what other ones you don't have to do, and you guys will go ahead and get yourselves Master complete. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the calling card itself. When you unlock this, it's going to show up in your multiplayer list, and it's going to be somewhere around the last thing I think that you unlock. I think calling cards unlock and they go in order and when what ones you got when. So the last one you unlock would be right now. This is my 82nd calling card, and this is what it looks like. It's definitely the coolest looking calling card in the entire game. Now the only thing that we're missing is a nice emblem to go with it, but as of right now there's really no good emblems, and I can't even run the Dark Matter Ultra emblem because it's just glitched out. I mean, that's everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some gameplay on the screen right now so I can kind of talk about the whole concept of this, and then we'll go ahead and end the video there. Alright guys, to wrap things up, I kind of wanted to go and play a little match here just to talk about some opinions about the Dark Ops Master. I know it seems like such a really hard challenge and stuff like that, but really it's not when you think about how you can kind of exploit and kind of manipulate matchmaking when it comes to this game. Now if you guys were gonna go ahead and do this 100% without playing any sort of bot lobby / reverse boosting / whatever have you, then this challenge is pretty dumb considering the fact of all the challenges you have to do to unlock this, especially if you're a high tier player. Even thinking about doing 21 nukes with 21 different weapons with all kills coming from that gun in particular, it just seems like it's so underwhelming. The amount of time and skill it would take to do that in 100% authentic full tier SVMM lobby at the top tier 2.0 jump shotting, drop shotting, corner shotting sweats. I feel like the calling card itself is not worth it in that sense. I didn't get it, and I did go ahead and get it, and I got it nuked out, you know, legitimate and all that, you know. I mean, it's not the fact that I can't do it. I've proven time and time again that I can do these challenges that are not supposed to be possible. I mean, it's not that. It's just the fact that it's just so much time and you don't get any reward for it other than a calling card. But I mean, it's pretty lame for the most part, especially seeing how you have to exploit or manipulate the system in order to even achieve half the challenges on that list. Granted, you could get them with a lot of time, and that's the thing. Like, is it really worth the time? No. Is the calling card cool and amazing looking? Yes, but is it worth it for the time that you have to put in for a legitimate 100% authentic, I guess you could say, because it is still legitimate. You're not actual bots and boosting for the challenges or anything like that. Pretty much my argument, man, is just saying, like, dude, it's not even worth the time to grind for, because that's just another animated calling card that you can go and unlock with a prestige key. I mean, that's my opinion about it though, and like obviously people have different opinions about it, and that's just what I feel. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure you drop a subscribe down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Drop a like as well if you guys like all these challenges and stuff that I unlocked. And the grind has just been cool and crazy. We're number 2 on the leaderboards and stuff like that right now, so that's pretty cool. We're number 2 in the world for hardcore leaderboards, all-time score, all platforms. We'll probably be taking over number 1 sometime shortly. I just gotta grind some more score out, and and, you know, just give it some time and everything like that. So that's gonna be pretty cool when we get to there, and that's probably, hopefully that kicks things off for the channel a little bit, get some more recognition and stuff like that, because that'd definitely be interesting and badass to get some extra attention, especially with how bad the views are for Cold War this year. But that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. Make sure you drop a like down below if you guys enjoy the content, you know, and comment down below if you guys want to see me go for something else, or if you guys are looking for any sort of class setups that you want to see, or any sort of challenge help for you guys, and I can try to do my best to help you guys with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and catch you guys some other time in another video, and you guys have a cool one. See you later.